reacted this week, knowing you're going in as the starter?
Obviously just changing that mentality. I would say, just working with Skylar, he's been great. He's been just helping me out a lot, talking to me, and, just trying to keep that mentality like we've been here before, and that's what we've been saying all week. We've been here before, this isn't our first rodeo with this, so we're just trying to take it one day at a time, one play at a time, changing our mentality, just an attack mentality every day, just taking it one play at a time, not taking any steps back. And, I think I got a good feeling about this weekend.
Can you describe how much better prepared you are coming into this year than last year whenever you had to step in the starting spot?
Yeah, it feels like the game, even on Saturday, like it was tough, it's always tough kind of getting thrown in there like that. But, I feels like the pace of the game has slowed down a lot for me. I feel like obviously last year, as tough as it was, it gave me a lot of experience and just reps that, I didn't have before this. And, coming into this year, it's like I said, I've been here before and we've been here before. And, I feel like a different player physically. And, I hope that we can just continue this, keep this thing going and keep this, this revenge tour going. And, I feel good, like I said, just taking it one day at a time.
What was the biggest takeaway you had from looking at the film on Saturday?
Turning the ball over, I would say. I mean, beating ourselves and me beating myself. And at the end of the day, if we didn't turn the ball over, if we didn't set ourselves back in the chains a little bit, I think it would have been a much different ball game. And credit to Southern Illinois, they're a good team, but like I said, we just can't beat ourselves out there.
Knowing that Nevada is capable of scoring in bunches, do you enter this game putting some pressure on yourself, saying we got to put up some points ourselves?
I'm not putting any extra pressure, on myself, and I know we're not doing that. I feel like we're confident as a team, in our ability to score points, to produce offense, and we just know that if we take care of the ball, if we do the things that we've been preaching all off season since January, we know that if we do all those things, that it'll turn out good for us. And Nevada's a very good football team, and we know that going into it. And we know we gotta play some really good football, and we gotta we can't have those mistakes that we made last week. And like I said, we know that, and we're working on it, and we're just continuing to grind every day, one day at a time, one play at a time.
How's your quarterback room, and maybe Coach Klein? How does he kind of be equipping you for this moment?
Yeah, I think we have one of the best quarterback rooms in the nation, just in terms of togetherness and camaraderie, and just everybody kind of rooting for everybody. And Skylar's been a big help, and Coach Klein's been a big help, and everybody, and Coach Kleiman as well. Being able to sit down and watch film with him helps a ton, because he's a defensive-minded guy, and he kind of gives you that defensive perspective, and kind of talks in defensive terms, in their terms that they would talk in, that the offensive guys can't really always give you. But I feel good about it. We all feel confident. Just like I said, just continuing to grind away, and Coach Klein, we do a great job. Just trying to be as prepared as possible, and taking every opportunity we can to get better, and to improve myself and to improve ourselves as a team.
What are a couple of main keys that Coach Klein tells you to keep in mind in a game?
There's really, at the end of the day, I mean, every game's a little different, but I mean, taking care of the football is one of the biggest things. Being a leader on the field, obviously everybody kind of looks at the quarterback, and it's kind of one of those positions that everybody's kind of got their eyes on me, and I just got to make sure that I am always, body language, and just kind of always keeping things rolling, and ball security, leadership, and just overall just having fun out there, just playing football. And because at the end of the day, can't forget, it's football, and as much as the bright lights, and as many fans as there are in the stadium, it doesn't matter. It's just it's 11 on 11 at the end of the day, and just got to go out there, have fun, play the game that I've been playing since I was 7 years old.
Back in the summer, Coach Kleiman had been saying that he felt he had the best backup quarterback in the country. To have that overwhelming vote of confidence from Coach Kleiman, what has that meant for your confidence?
Coach Kleinman's and he's great, and I wouldn't rather play for any other coach in the country, and knowing that he and all the other coaches, they've just kept pounding that you have all of our confidence, and they do a great job of telling me that and keeping me going, and I would say the entire offense as well. Noah and all those guys, they just keep telling me, we believe in you, and I keep telling them the same. We all believe in each other, and I think we've got a really good foundation for what we can do going forward.
You got a lot of experience playing with Dusvan last year, and of course coming to this year, he's been one of the best players in the country. How much does it help you knowing that you got a guy like that next to you?
It helps a ton. I mean, I can't put words into how much it helps a quarterback to have a running game like that. I mean, and to have a guy like that can make plays out of the backfield, catching the ball, and also running the ball. It takes a lot of stress off my shoulders, because as an offense, explosive plays are a huge big hitting point for us and what we want to do. So, just having a guy like that can break off real big runs and that is really good in pass protection, just a very smart player overall. It's a privilege for a guy like me to have someone like him, that I'm really close with and that I can count on in every situation.
Will, tell me if you've reached this stage already. You've watched enough game film from Saturday, and it's time to look forward. When do you reach that stage, and what is that time to hit that button?
Right away. I mean, we go over game corrections on Sunday and Monday, but we flip the script pretty quick because that game's behind us. Learn from our mistakes, and really just some of the drills that we do in individual periods. Are some of the things that we need to work on from the past week. But really, it's all in on Nevada from the jump. So we've flipped the script. We won the game, but obviously we know there's a lot to work on. But we can't dwell in that past, and we just put it in the rear view and learn from it, and just flip the script and just get ready to play a really good Nevada team.
Thank you.
How much of a difference does it make taking the number one reps throughout a week in practice as opposed to last week?
Yeah, I mean it's different because you're the guy, and it's definitely a lot more reps and confidence with that first group, and just going with the guys that you're going to be out there with, because just taking snaps from Noah and throwing to guys like Malik and those guys, and it's just I feel like this week it's every single day just taking advantage of every single rep and making the most out of it. It's really going to build some confidence for us as a group, going into Saturday.
How do you think you did going through your progressions against Southern Illinois?
I mean, there's always things to improve on, but I think just looking back at it, I mean, like I said, there were a lot of things to improve on, and I felt like there weren't a lot of there were some times where I made bad decisions, there were some times where I made bad throws, but overall I feel like I'm seeing the field a little better than I did last year, and just continuing to watch Nevada and get a good feel for them this week, and continue to watch film with the coaches and with Skylar, and that's going to help iron out any problems with that.
And then what are you focusing on this week to make sure you clean up anything from this past weekend?
Overall, I would just say taking things one day at a time, and confidence is the biggest thing. I've learned from last year. I feel like when I play with confidence, I feel like I'm a completely different player. And I felt like even out there, even things didn't go perfectly, I just felt so much more confident than I did last year. Just throwing the ball and having, being able to stand in the pocket and make throws. And I feel like, like I said, with a week of preparation and reps with the ones, I feel like that's going to improve, tenfold. So I'm excited to see what we do.
When you did look back on last game, what do you think you did best?
I think there was, it's hard for me to look at that because I'm very critical of myself, and
right.
I think that I had two pretty good throws on third down, when it counted, to Landry and then to Phil at the end there, and I think running the ball, I did all right. And, you know, overall, I would say overall, the biggest thing was just feeling comfortable. And, I mean, like I said, I know that it wasn't perfect, but
How would you sum up your
just being able
first
to
season with moving to the three-man?
feel like I've been there before and to feel like you know, this isn't anything monumental. This is just, you know, it's another game. It's football. And you know, just continuing to have that mindset going into this week.
You had so much success